Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another video in which we are going to learn about for loop in Python programming. So guys, in computer programming, loops are used to repeat a block of code. So let's say for example, if we want to show a message 10 times, we don't have to print that 10 number of times over here. We can simply use the loop in order to repeat the same message again and again 10 times. So in Python, the for loop is used to run a block of code for a certain number of times. So in this example, we have considered 10. We can have any number of iterations. So basically it is used to iterate over any sequences such as list, tuple, string, etc. So guys, this is the syntax of the for loop in Python programming. So first of all, we have the for keyword followed by a particular value or a variable, and then we have this in keyword, which is a kind of a membership operator that we have seen previously, and then we have the sequence. Now this sequence can be anything. It can be a list, tuple, or any other sequence over here. So let us check this with the help of examples now. So over here, what we will do is, let's say we have the variable name as x and we have the list of numbers over here. So in order to define the list, we have the open and close square brackets, and we have the list of numbers. Let's say we have 1 followed by 2, and then we have 3, 4, and then 5. So we have the top 5 numbers over here inside this list that is defined in the variable x. Now what we want to do is, we want to print all these numbers one at a time on the separate lines. So we can simply use the for loop over here. So for, and what we will do is, let's say we provide a value as the variable name, and then we provide the in keyword, which is the membership operator, and after this, on the right hand side of the in keyword, we are supposed to have the sequence. So the sequence in this case is the variable that is x over here. So this is the format of the for loop whenever we are going to iterate through a list or a sequence. Now inside this, we can have the block of code over here. So we simply want to print all the values. So we have the print function, and we can simply provide this value that is variable. So guys, what is happening behind the scenes is, this x, that is the list of all the numbers, one at a time, the number is being assigned to this variable that is value. So first of all, 1 will get assigned to value, and this value that is 1 will get printed, and then the control flow will go back again in the sequence that is x. It will check whether there is a next element or not. So 2 will get printed, and then again 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then after this, when the control flow comes over here, it sees that there is no other element after this fifth element. So the control flow will come out of this for loop, and then the other lines of code after this for loop will get printed. So guys, let me just save this file and try running this code now. So as you can see, all the numbers are getting printed over here on the terminal. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now guys, let's say we want all these numbers to be printed on the same line. So previously we had seen that we have certain parameters in the print function that will help us in order to print the values in a specific way. So over here we have one of the parameters, that is end over here. So we provide end, and this parameter helps us in order to separate the different elements that we want to print. So what we are going to do is, I'm going to separate all the numbers using the comma character. So I have provided the comma character over here. So all the numbers that were printed on the different lines will get printed on the same line now. So let me just save this file and try running this code now. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is getting printed. We are getting this additional comma over here at the end. That's because after the last value is getting printed, the comma is appended after that last value. So guys, this is one of the ways in which we can use the for loop in order to carry out our operations. Now guys, there is another important thing that you must know. In Python, the for loop with Python range can also be used. So in Python, a range is a series of values between two numeric intervals. We use the Python's built-in function, that is range, to define a range of values. So let's say we want to define the top 10 numbers over here. We can simply use the range function instead of defining them one at a time like how we have defined in this list. So basically, in order to have the top 10 numbers, we have to manually define it as 1 to 10 over here. But we can also get rid of this part. We can have the range method over here. So as you can see, when we type range, VS Code is suggesting us this function, that is range over here, and we simply have to provide a number over here. So let's say we provide 10 as the number. So what is happening is, the list of 10 numbers over here is getting assigned to the variable that is x over here, starting from the number 0 up to the number that is 9. So over here we will be seeing all the numbers starting from 0 up to 9 over here. The last number, that is 10, is excluded from the list. So if we simply save this file and try running this code now, we will get these numbers, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 10 numbers are getting displayed over here. That's because we have provided 10 inside the range built-in method. What if we provide 20 over here? So 0 to 19 numbers will be displayed. So let me just save this file and try running this code now. So as you can see, 0 to 19 is getting displayed. So guys, let's say if someone had told you write a Python program in order to print top 20 numbers starting from the number 0 up to 19. So instead of having the print statements 20 number of times and writing each and every number inside the print statement, we can simply have the range method over here, and we can use the for loop in order to iterate through the list that we have already defined over here. And that is how we simplify the problem that is given to us and write the Python program. Now guys, there is another variation over here, Python for loop with the else part. So after this for loop, we can also have the else part that will mandatorily get executed after we reach the end of this sequence that we have provided in the for loop. So what we will do is we will simply come out of this block of code and we will have the else part over here, and we will simply print outside for loop over here. So we have outside for loop. So guys, what will happen is after the control flow comes out of this for loop, the control flow will go inside this else part and it will execute this line of code and print outside for loop on the console. Now guys, this print statement will be printed on the same line. That's because we have provided the end part over here and there is a comma over here. So you can expect the string to be present on this same line over here. So let me just save this file and try running this code now. So as you can see, 0 to 19, that is all the numbers are getting printed, and then the last line, that is outside for loop, is getting printed over here. So in case you want to print something or carry out certain operations after the execution of the for loop, you can have the else part as well, and it will carry out the operations over here after the end of this sequence is reached. So guys, this is the main functionality of the for loop, that is in order to iterate through the sequence. We can also have the sequence of list of strings as well. We can also have tuple or dictionary as well. So guys, it depends on your requirements as to what exactly you want to find out through the Python programs. So guys, that's it in this video. So please make sure that you practice on your own so that on different inputs you get different outputs. Please make sure that you like this video so that it reaches to more people, and subscribe to the channel so that you get the notifications on upcoming videos as well. The next video that we are going to talk about is while loop in Python programming. So stay tuned.